I was cleaning out my son's backpack when I found it. A crayon drawing, stick figures as usual. But something was wrong. There were three people in the drawing. One was clearly me, labeled Dad. One was my son. And the third, a man, holding hands with my wife. My son had labeled him Uncle Mike. I don't have a brother named Mike. At first I laughed, thought it was a mistake. Kids draw weird stuff, right? But something about the drawing wouldn't leave my mind. That night I casually asked my wife, "Hey, who's Uncle Mike?" She froze. She tried to brush it off. "Oh, maybe someone from school." But her voice trembled. And then I started noticing the signs I'd ignored for months. Late night texts with the screen turned away. Sudden errands at odd hours. Laughter on the phone, the kind I hadn't heard in years. I checked our family iPad. It was synced with her phone. Her messages to Mike weren't friendly. They were intimate, romantic, explicit. She said things to him she hadn't said to me in years. I felt sick, but I didn't confront her. Not yet. I needed more. So I waited, and I watched. 2 days later, I told her I'd be working late. I wasn't. I parked down the street and waited. At 6:43 p.m., a car I didn't recognize pulled into our driveway. A man stepped out, tall, confident, smiling. He walked in through the front door like he owned the place. I called her. She didn't answer. I waited 30 more minutes before I walked in. They were on the couch. I don't need to tell you what I saw. She tried to apologize. "It was a mistake," she sobbed. "He ran out like a coward. I didn't yell. I didn't throw things." I just looked at her and asked, "Does he make you happy?" She didn't answer. I packed a bag and left. Our son stayed with her that night. I didn't want to drag him into it. But the next morning he asked me, "Dad, are you mad at Uncle Mike?" I told him the truth. Uncle Mike did something really wrong. It's been 6 months. We're separated. I see my son every weekend. He still draws pictures, just me and him now. Sometimes he asks when Mommy and Daddy will be together again, and I just hug him tighter. Because sometimes love isn't enough to save a family, but it is enough to protect a child from growing up believing betrayal is normal. And that's what I'm fighting for now.